Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I'm going to show you how to do this stitch. Now this yarn has got a lot of dark grey and black in it, so it's not showing up so well, but this is the pattern I'm going to show you how to do. It's really easy. Now I'm using a weight 4 Caron Simply Soft yarn for this. Now it's an easy 2-row repeat, really easy, really quick, and this grows really fast. It grows really fast. It's like almost like a 2-inch pattern each of the repetitions. So the stitch count for this is 8, and then you'll add another 4. So do as many sets of 8 stitches as you want, and then add another 4 stitches at the end of your line. And this is really pretty, and like I said, it's really easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to do my chain in sets of 8, and then we'll add an extra 4 stitches at the end. Now you use the hook size that tells you on the label of the yarn that you chose to use. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So I'm going to add an extra 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that's me got my foundation chain. Now you make your foundation chain as wide as you want it to be. So we're going to go into the second stitch in your chain, the second stitch in your chain, and you're going to do a UK double crochet. And if you're in the USA, this is a single crochet for you. It's the same stitch, it's just called different. So into that 1 and 2 and do your double crochet. You're going to do another one into the next stitch. You're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and into this stitch we're going to build a cluster of 7. We're going to put 7 treble crochets into this one stitch. So yarn over and in, and if you're in the USA, these are double crochets for you. So that's 1. Now into the same stitch, 2, another 1, 3, another 1, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Skip 3 stitches. Now be careful because your next stitch might be quite small because that one's pulled it tight. So 1, 2, 3 and do a double crochet into the next stitch. You're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3 and then do that fan. You're going to build that cluster again. So yarn over and skip 1, 2, 3 stitches into the 4th stitch. Do your 7 treble crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, all into the same stitch, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3 and do a double crochet. You're going to do that all the way along your chain. Then skip 3, 1, 2, 3 and build a fan into the 4th stitch. Do that all the way along. So this is what you'll have, but what you need to remember is when you put 7 stitches in there, sometimes it makes the next stitch disappear a little bit. If you get to the end and you don't have enough stitches, then make sure that you haven't skipped the stitch that's been squashed right in here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left. I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put a double crochet into each of these last 2 stitches, and that's a single crochet if you're in the USA or another country. So 1 in there and 1 in that last stitch there, and this is what you have. Now your next row, you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, because the next stitches, the fan that you're going to put in, are going to be UK double trebles, and if you're in the USA, these are called treble crochets for you. It's the same stitch, you just call it something different. So turn your work and into the second stitch, you've got your chain there, and into the second double crochet down here, you're going to put 2 double treble crochets. So yarn over twice, 1 and 2, and go into that double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. This is what gives it its height. Now, so yarn over twice, so that chain counts as your first stitch, that's your second one, and into that same double crochet put a third one. So into the top of this fan you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th stitch you're going to put a treble crochet. We're going to build a small V stitch on the top of this fan. I'll show you on this. I've ripped my stitch out over there. So we've done these 3 stitches here, and we're going to put a V stitch in the top of the fan. We're going to build a V stitch. So skip 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and into the 4th stitch on that fan put a treble crochet. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do another treble crochet into that same stitch, and you're making a V stitch, and this is where you'll build your next big fan. So we're going to move down between the fans into this double crochet, and we're going to put 3 double trebles, 3 the same as these long stitches here. So yarn over twice and into that double crochet down here, going to do 1, yarn over twice, through the double crochet, that's 2, and into the same stitch for a 3rd time, that's 3. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, into the 4th one do a treble crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and another treble crochet, do the V stitch. You're going to skip 3 stitches and down into this double crochet here you're going to put your 3 long double trebles. So yarn over twice and down into that double crochet, that's 1 made, yarn over twice into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over and through 2 loops, that's 2, and do another one, that's 3. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and do a V stitch in here, 1 treble crochet, chain 3 and 1 treble crochet. skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, takes you down into the middle of your fans, and you're going to build that large fan, 1, 2, and down into that double crochet. That's 1. Oops, make sure I go into the right stitch. That's 2 and 3. These are the 2 rows you'll keep repeating. So skip 1, 2, 3 and make a V stitch. It's a treble crochet, 3 chain and a treble crochet into the same stitch. Move down to the double crochet down here, so you skip 3 stitches and do your double trebles. And if you're in the USA, these are treble crochets for you. Down into here, put 3 in there. That's 1, 2 and 3. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3 and do a treble crochet into the 4th stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and a treble crochet. Now when you get to the last 2 double crochets, you're going to put 2 double trebles into there and 1 into the last one. So yarn around twice, we're going to put 2 into the first stitch, into the double crochet down there, that's 1 and 2, and we're going to put 1 into this last stitch, into there. Now we're going to do this fan row again, so you're going to chain 1 and turn, double crochet into the first 2 stitches, so 1 double crochet into the very first stitch and 1 into the second one. Now it's going to be this V-stitch row with these long double trebles and your fan row. These are the 2 rows you'll keep repeating. So you'll rewind the video to the second row and do the 3rd row, then do the 2nd row and the 3rd row, the 2nd row and the 3rd row. So into this V stitch you're going to put your 7 UK treble crochets. So yarn over, and that's 1 into this V stitch. You're going to put your 7 treble crochets. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now, so into the middle of these stitches you're going to do a double crochet. So do a double crochet into the middle stitch, go into the chain and build another fan of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Double crochet into the middle stitch, so you skip 2 and you're going to double crochet into that middle, the top of that middle stitch. Do a double crochet, move to your next chain and do a fan, then do a double crochet into the middle stitch here, move across, do a fan and do a double crochet. You'll skip 2 stitches and do a double crochet, and it should be on top of that middle one. Then a fan into the chain, and at the end you're going to put 2 double crochets in the last stitches. So I'll get that done. I'll build my fan. So I've done my last fan. You can see what it is you're doing. You're doing your 7 a V-stitch and a 7. In between you're doing your 3 long double treble crochets, and if you're in the USA they're called treble crochets for you, and these ones are double crochets. It's the same stitch, we just call it something different, and this is so pretty. Look at that. So you've got 3 stitches left, 1, 2 and 3, so you're going to skip 2 stitches and do a double crochet into the top of that stitch and a double crochet into the top of that chain of 5 that you did. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just push your hook in. Now you're going to chain 5. We're going to do this long row again with the V stitches, the long stitches and the V stitches. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That counts as your first double treble. So into the next stitch you're going to put another 2 into this double crochet here. So skip that one and into there. So wrap around twice. That's 1. Twice around and into that double crochet again. You're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into there you're going to do that V stitch. So treble crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and treble crochet into the same stitch. And down into the double crochet down here you're going to put those 3 long stitches. So yarn over twice and into that double crochet. That's 1, 2 and 3. Skip 3 stitches, going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now into the top of the fan you're going to do the V stitch, so skip 1, 2, 3, 1 treble crochet, 3 chain and 1 treble crochet. And move down here and you're going to build that tall fan again. Yarn over twice and 3 double trebles into this double crochet stitch. I'm getting caught in this metallic yarn. It's really pretty, this yarn. I don't know what it is, it doesn't have a label. So when you're at the end, you've got your 2 double crochets here. You're going to put 2 of those tall double trebles in. So yarn over twice, put 2 into that first double crochet. Going to build that tall fan and put 1 into the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn, and you'll start your fan row again. 2 double crochets and 7 treble crochets into the fan. You'll do a double crochet into the middle stitch of this one and then 7 into this one. So I'll double crochet straight into the very first stitch, 1 into the next stitch, and then you're going to do your 7 treble crochets into the V stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Skip 2 stitches and do a double crochet. So your double crochet will land in the middle of those 3 there. So just do your double crochet, move to the V stitch and put your fan in, and do that all the way along. And when you finish your blanket or your project, that's the row you'll finish on. you'll finish on that fan row. So I'm going to work along to the end. I'll do a few more rows and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what you get. I've got a black background. You can see this a little bit better. It is so pretty, this stitch, and it's just those 2 rows that you repeat. The one with the long UK double trebles, that's a treble if you're in the USA, and the row where you do and the V-stitch, and the second row you'll keep repeating is that 7 treble crochet fan and a double crochet into the middle of this one. So easy, just those 2 rows, and it keeps them all stacked on top of each other like that. It is so pretty. Do it in any yarn you want. Use the hook size, it tells you on the pack that you're using of your yarn. Now along the bottom you can turn this around and then put 2 double crochets here and build a 7 fan into this area here. 2 double crochets and then build a fan, 2 double crochets and build a fan into the little loop, and that'll finish off the bottom of your project. And it's completely reversible. It's the same on either side like this. So thank you to everyone who's been following me on my Ko-fi page. You can follow me on there, and I put pictures up there, and you can leave little messages as well. I'll leave the link under the video. And please subscribe to the channel. Please just click on that subscribe button, and if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. Now I don't get paid for people who subscribe. It's completely free to subscribe to the channel, and then you can be making beautiful crochet like this. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.